I ask you, well, first of all, Merry Christmas to all of you. What a joy to be here with you, so many of us together. Um, I asked Thomas to unmute himself because I had a question for him, and he doesn't even know what I'm going to ask him. See, this is what rectors get to do with associates. They like get to put them on the spot and surprise them with things. So, Thomas, I'm a vegetarian. So tell me, what is carne asada?
Carne asada is a wonderful, rich beef that is used often in Latin cuisine.
Okay, I thought as much. Usually steak, right?
Yes,
Carne, what's that mean in Spanish?
meat.
All right, I'm gonna mute you now. I told him he could handle it. I didn't tell him what was coming, but I said, you can handle this, Thomas. Carne, meat, incarnation. It's the same word, root word. Incarnation is enfleshment. On this day, we celebrate the enfleshment of God. God taking on human flesh to walk and breathe and live among us, which is so radically contrasted with Platonism that said the spiritual was good and the material was bad. But the Christian faith is an incarnate faith, carne. It is a faith that is not cerebral ideas in our head. It is not some disconnected spirituality that's just, warm, fuzzy feelings. It is an enfleshed faith that honors the body. The body was worthy of even our God to unite God's self to that material and physical. Ours is a faith that recognizes the holiness of this physical world in which we live and move and have our being. Ours is a faith in which God comes to us in bread and wine. It is a faith in which God comes to us in one another. It is a faith in which God comes to us in the least of these. Jesus says, whatever you do to the least of these, you do to me. He didn't say it's kind of like you're doing it to me. He says you do it to me. God's Spirit is blowing through tree branches, above us, below us, within us. God's love is manifest even in a little tiny white Netherland dwarf rabbit. For me, her name is Sophia. I have a meme to share with you that I came upon that really spoke to me as I was thinking about this deeply incarnate faith. John of Damascus says, the whole earth is a living icon of the face of God. I do not worship matter. I worship the creator of matter who became matter for my sake, who willed to take his abode in matter, who worked out my salvation through matter. Never will I cease honoring the matter which wrought my salvation. I honor it, but not as God. Because of this, I salute all remaining matter with reverence, because God has filled it with his grace and power. Through it, my salvation has come to me. The whole earth is a living icon of the face of God. How beautiful is that? How we love matter. How we love the people around us, the animals around us, the plants around us, the earth is a reflection of our love for God. Actually, you're wrong, Justin. I'm going to correct myself. No, it is not a reflection of our love of God. It is how we love our God. We love our God in this world around us, as God is present in and through all of it. We worship a God who has wed themselves to the material. And to me, that is a faith that is intimate. There is something beautiful in loving a God who I can touch and taste in the sacrament and see in the beloved loved ones of my life. This incarnational faith to me is the most intimate way that God could be with us in this journey. And it is cosmically enveloping. The message of Christmas is this, and I'm going to unpack this for you. It is an invitation to a promiscuous agape love. So let's unpack that. In Greek, there's 4 words for love. There's eros, which is a passionate love, sexual. There's philia, which is kind of a friendship love, and this is way oversimplified, but bear with me. There is agape, which is that selfless love that Christ models for us, and there is storge, affectionate love. And so agape, this selfless love, like the love of God. Keep that in mind. And now let's go to Merriam-Webster. We've got promiscuous. You think of the first definition there. You can read it to yourself. I'm not going to read that on Zoom. Second definition is not restricted to one class, sort, or person. Indiscriminate. For example, cheapened through the promiscuous distribution of diplomas. So I am asserting, using that second definition of promiscuous, mind you, that we are invited in Christmas to a promiscuous agape love. When I love you, I am loving God, because God is in you. When I love my bunny, Sophia, and spend all the past 48 hours making myself crazy because she was ill, begging you all for prayers, for which I'm so thankful because she's home, I am loving God, whose spirit is alive in her. And in this invitation to a promiscuous agape love, we are called to love God in each other, in the trees, in the birds, in our homeless neighbors. God who comes to us in that dirt, which nurtures our food and gives us life, in the many array of colors, in the sky, in the rocks. God in music, God in wind, love God in the stars, love God in the silence. And so, perhaps there is a deep, deep theological truth to the title of the song, Love Was Born on Christmas Day, when the heavenly kissed the earthly and became one, and that love took a new form that we are invited into. And that is the Christmas invitation of the Incarnation. Happy birthday, Jesus. Amen.